In a small village where everyone knew everyone else's business, there was a young woman named Favour, 23 years old. Favour had one reputation: she fought everywhere. As a child, her behavior has been rough, but now, as an adult, it has only gotten worse. From the moment she could talk, Favour has been ready to fight anyone who crosses her path. She did not care if they were older, stronger, or more respected. If you insulted her or stepped on her toes, she would fight. Over the years, people had learned to avoid her. Neighbors stay far from her house. Children no longer play with her. She has no friend, only enemies. People started calling her the white girl, while some called her troublemaker. Even her own family, her parents, did not know how to control her. Favor's constant fighting has begun to destroy her life. Suitors stopped coming around. They did not want to marry someone with such a violent temper. Her closest relative began to whisper behind her back, saying she would never find peace or happiness. Her parents tried their best. Mr. Eze, her father, was a quiet man, but he has given up trying to correct her. He would sign in defeat every time Favor's name comes up in a conversation. She would destroy herself if this continues, he would say, shaking his head. Her mother, Mama Easy, cried herself to sleep, praying for a change. I did not raise you like this, she would tell Favour. Why do you always fight? One morning, Favour fought a girl over a trivial matter at the stream. The next day, it was a fight in the market with a woman who had stepped on her shadow. She even slapped a neighbor who borrowed her utensils without her permission. The more Favour fought, the more isolated she becomes. Her reputation spread far and wide. Even men who has once had interest in her stopped coming around. Who would want to marry a girl who fights everyone? One tutor has asked her father. Favour heard the gossip, but it did not bother her. She did not care about marriage. All she cared about was proving her strength. At school, she fought a senior prefect when he told her to sweep the class. Desks were thrown, and the school day was cancelled. Her teacher just shook their head, too tired to discipline her. She even fought her cousin just because he has made a small joke about her. But things changed the day Chuka came to the village. He was handsome, calm, and respectful. He has recently returned from the city, and for the first time, Favour found herself attracted to someone. For 2 whole days, she did not pick a fight. People in the village were shocked. Could love change Favour? They whispered. Chuka was kind. He won Favour gently. You're strong, but if you keep fighting, one day you will destroy your life. Favour heard him. She even believed him for a moment, but it was a brief moment. The urge to fight never left her. Then came the day she met Unoma. Unoma was everything Favour was not. She was strong but peaceful, respected by the villagers. She had a presence that made everyone listen when she spoke. Unoma was the kind of person who would handle anything without raising her voice. At a youth meeting, Unoma stood up and looked directly at Favour. Favour, Unoma said, your behavior is no longer funny. You're becoming a problem for everyone. You cannot keep fighting like this. Favour's eyes narrowed. Are you talking to me? She snapped. Yes, Unoma replied. You're a good person, but you have lost control. You need to change. Favour did not know how to respond. For the first time in a long while, someone had spoken to her like this. And it made her angry, but it also made her feel something deep inside, something she could not explain. The next day, At the village borehole, Favour and Unoma crossed paths again. This time, the air was thick with tension. The villagers gathered, sensing that fight was inevitable. Favour shouted, "If you think you're stronger than me, prove it." Unoma stood firm. "I am not afraid of you." And the fight began. It was intense. Both women fought with everything they had. Dust filled the air. They pulled each other's hair, slapped and shoved. The villagers begged them to stop. It felt like it would never end. Then suddenly, Norma slipped. Her head slammed against a stone and she fell silent. Everything went still. The crowd gasped. Norma lay motionless, a pool of blood slowly spreading around her head. "She is not breathing," someone shouted. Favour stood frozen, her hands trembling. She did not mean to kill Norma. She never intended for things to go this far. People screamed. Some ran. Others froze in place, unable to move. Favour's world seemed to crash around her as she stood there, shocked and paralyzed. 2 days later, the police came. They arrested Favour. Her hands were cuffed, and her heart was heavy with the weight of what she has done. Her mother stood at the police station gate, tears streaming down her face. Her father stood beside her, his eye filled with sadness and disappointment. Favour's thoughts were of confusion and regret. She did not say a word as officers led her away. The van door slammed shut, and Favour was taken away to prison. As she was led down the dusty road, the village fell silent. The police officers walked on either side of her, their faces serious. Favour did not look around. She did not want to see the village that has once been her home. The officers reached the prison. The iron gate opened, and Favour was ushered inside. The heavy sound of the gate closing behind her echoed in her ears. There was no cheering, no crowd, no one to see her fight anymore. Favour was alone, her face still bound by the cold, unfeeling handcuff. Her fight was over. And for the first time in her life, she realized the price of her actions.